click views. There are kind of tools are available in the market. Cognos is one of the product which is owned by IBM. The Cognos itself is has around bunch of tools which supports different purposes. Okay, one is for let's say for business intelligence kind of thing. Let's say you take the data from data warehousing, you analyze your past data and present it to your customer. And then in the different scenario, let's say if user wants to do some kind of budgeting, forecasting, planning kind of thing, they can use TM1 kind of tool where they can enter some kind of data for applications. Okay.
Yeah.
What is Cognos means? Cognos is owned by IBM, which has enabled which has end user kind of tool, and also which has around multilingual and web based tool. You can access anywhere, anytime from the web. You can create and generate and develop and schedule. Everything can be done on the web based only. And also this Cognos supports multi-dimensional data retrieval. Let's say if your data resides in SAP or Oracle and Teradata, anything, you can use this tool for retrieve the data from multiple data sources. There is no kind of restriction is there. Even you can create some ODBC connections, then from there you can retrieve the data. Retrieve the data into Cognos, then you generate reports by using tool. Siddharth, if I am going too fast, you can stop me at any point. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Cognos, as I said earlier, Cognos has two tools. One is BI tool, another one is performance management. Performance management kind of thing, you do kind of budgeting, forecasting, kind of thing. BI means there are three things customers usually will ask. One is how we are doing means how this will be answered by seeing your scorecards and dashboards of your KPIs of your organization's KPIs. KPI in the sense key performance indicators.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's the performance management? What you are saying that performance management?
So performance management it is different kind of thing. Performance management comes into the picture when we are doing budgeting, forecasting, planning.
Forecasting and planning. For example, can you give an example for that?
Let's say if I take an organization, what they will do, they will have some sort of expenditure plans for next quarter. That is called some sort of forecasting. You are forecasting something to next quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah. This forecasting usually can be done against by using your actual data that is available with you.
Okay.
Some sort of people will be doing, right? Budgeting means they will allocate some budget to employees, or they will allocate some budget to different verticals within the organization. Those kind of things can be done in the performance management tool. There are two set of tools within Cognos. One is BI tool and one is the performance management.
Okay. And there will be two different licenses for that, or if we buy Cognos, then we get.
It is entirely different things. Even within the Cognos BI itself, it will have different components. I'll come back to you one by one. Okay. How we are doing means it will tell you by using your scorecards and dashboards by tracking your key metrics, KPIs. Why we are getting these results means that is where you are going to build your data warehouse. What you do is you build your data warehouse, you pull your all historic data into your data warehouse, and then generate some sort of reports, and you see the why you are getting those results based on the whole context and so many things by using some charts, reports, all that.
Okay.
What should we be doing means what you do is next step what we need to take based on your this results, what you need to take further steps. That's what people will do, right? For next quarter they will have some target kind of thing. Those kind of thing will be set based on your whatever the results that you got in the past data.
Okay.
Okay, this is some sort of theoretical kind of idea what is BI and performance management. Okay, now in this course we will be discussing only Cognos BI. Cognos BI in the sense will be generating reports based on our data warehouse which has been built.
Okay.
Okay. This Cognos BI has this many components. There are two types of components here. One is Windows based components and the other one is web based components. Whatever the first level is there, this IBM Cognos connection, Cognos River, these all components are web based ones.
Okay.
Second one is second layer. As you see this second layer, this framework manager, transformer and metric designer are Windows based tools.
Okay.
Okay. And the third one is your data, where your data is lying. Relational database, multidimensional database, or files, or IBM Cognos content, or other data sources.
Data warehouses.
Yeah, it's kind of data warehousing or something else. Whatever the Cognos BI components are, I just listed it down over here. Okay, I will tell you what all these components. IBM Cognos content in the sense where you are storing your content like reports, metadata models, and some of part of definition, some security, groups, roles, all those things will be stored in IBM Cognos content.
Okay.
Okay. I'll tell you by one of this component. IBM Cognos connection is a portal, just kind of portal where you can access your reports. Okay. Cognos Viewer is where you can run your report. Once you click on any one of the report will open in Cognos Viewer. Okay. Query Studio is the studio where users can create some sort of ad hoc reports in that Query Studio. Usually just kind of drag and drop report will display you instantly, which does not need more technical knowledge for creating reports in Query Studio. Most probably in real time scenario, business users will use that. Okay. Report Studio is the where a professional development professionals will come into picture, where Report Studio has most advanced techniques where you can create the reports. Analysis Studio is the studio where you can browse your multi-dimensional cube. You have any idea about cube?
No.
Okay, cube in the sense multi-dimensionally it will be built. You can define the context. Let's say if you are browsing any cube, if you want to see the data for selected product line and order method for 2006, if you define context 2006, it will display you that data. If you select any year in that context, 2007 or some values over there, it automatically changes based on the selections made in the context.
Okay.
Okay. Event Studio is like let's say if something is happened with your data, let's say if your productivity is less than 500, you want to generate an event.
Sorry, you want to generate?
Event like let's say if you want to intimate your manager saying that your particular report productivity when you are let's say I have we in the Event Studio, what you can do is you can define conditions. Whenever that conditions satisfied, it generates an event and will send it that event to respective person. Like if you have any idea about Oracle, like triggers, right? When you do insert, updation, delete, it will kind of trigger some sort of statements, right? It has particular point of time it has been triggered, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing. Metric Studio in the sense it is a different tool within BI. What it does is metrics means you will have, if you have so many KPIs, you will design and diagrams over there, how you are doing diagrams over there, like what do you kind of thing? What type of- yeah, like for all products, what is your KPIs mentioned over there, whether it is green, yellow, red, all kind of thing will be mentioned it over there. Okay, in this course, what we are going to cover is IBM Cognos connection up to Event Studio. We are going to cover it. Metric Studio is not part of this course. It is all of together. It is not part of BI itself. These are the different components which comes with BI actually. Usually, customers won't opt it for Metric Designer or Metric Studio, because if you have so many KPIs in your business, then only they will go for specifically for this Metric Studio. Okay, admin in the sense, this one will be used to manage your content, content and security and monitoring your reports.
Okay.
This is all about components, and what are Windows components? These are three components. One is Framework Manager. Framework Manager is a kind of metadata modeling tool where you import tables into Framework Manager, join it based on your business requirement, and then publish it to the Cognos server. Okay, based on this metadata only, we are going to develop reports in the Report Studio or Query Studio or Event Studio or anything, any studio.
Okay, Framework Manager. Sorry, tell again what that is? Framework Manager.
Yeah, framework. Let's say you have 4 tables in your data warehouse. Let's say product and also order method, some revenue and some sort of KPIs you have it. Okay, if your customers has given you some reports to develop, what you do is you import these 3 tables into the Framework Manager. Join the tables based on the business logic, how they joined it. Okay, then you publish this metadata model to your Cognos server.
Okay, so are we denormalizing it?
It does not contain anything. It will have tables and the table join definitions only.
Okay.
Okay, once you publish to the Cognos server, you use those package for creating reports. On the first layer web components I told you, right? In those components you use to develop the reports.
Okay.
Okay. Transformer is, as I said to you, right? Transformer is a multi-dimensional tool where you use to create cubes, power cubes. Okay, metric design in the sense where you are going to define your metric types and metric names, all those things you will design in the metric designer. Okay, this is what some sort of BI components which exist in Cognos. In Cognos 10 also we are going to discuss in this course is Cognos 10. We are not going to discuss about Cognos 8.
Okay.
This is very high level architecture of Cognos BI, how it exists. It will have 3-tier architecture. Okay, I told you just now. I told you, right? It has Windows based as well as web based components. Those are user interfaces. It will have web server which will be running on Tomcat by default.
So can I view how Cognos look like? Hello? 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 Hello?
Hi, Ritwik.
Go to your query database and bring out the data for whomever requested it.
Sorry, I missed you.
Yeah. let's say IBM Cognos content database means it stores everything whatever it is there in your reports, definitions, where it is has been saved, everything will be get stored in Cognos content store. Okay, when you try to run any report, what it does is it will go to the query databases, it will bring out the data and present to the user in the Cognos connection. You see it here. This one is Cognos content store where your all metadata will lie down. And this query databases where you have your data warehouse. Query database in the sense where data lies, right? Yeah, this query databases, you have data in your query databases. Once you try to run any report, it tries to get the data from query database and present it to you in front of you from web based. I will show it to you in the. If I show you the tool, you'll have the picture of it.
Yeah, if you have the tool, you can. Yeah, that would be better.
Yeah, I'll just show you. I'll finish off this thing. I'll go to the. This one
So
is
can
framework
you
manager, which was,
okay.
yeah, I'll show you
In the
to you
previous
this
one, actually I missed you. I wasn't able to hear you there.
Yeah, can you tell me? Can you come again?
Yeah, the previous slide I missed you because I was not getting your voice.
No, Siddharth, your voice is not clear. Can you come again?
Okay, can you
Yeah,
go
it is
to the
pretty clear
previous
now.
slide? Okay, yeah. Is it Cognos?
Yeah, I'm showing it in the Cognos now. Yeah,
Okay.
tell me in the previous slide. Yes.
No, the other slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, this is the framework manager where you import the tables into the Windows based tool and generate packages and publish it to the Cognos server.
Okay.
Okay, here data, so there will be four major areas. Go data warehouse is it's kind of name that we are given it for the project. That's the reason it is.
Retweet. The previous slide. Previous slide. Yeah, that one. Yeah, very high level. Can you tell me this?
Yeah, that's what it is. 3-level architecture. Okay, 3-tier architecture. One has web tier components and applications and data. Data means which stores your IBM Cognos content as well as query databases. Query databases in the sense your data warehouse, right? Where your organizational data is reside. Okay. When an user runs a report from IBM Cognos connection, you see it here, web-based IBM Cognos connection. Your request goes through the IBM web server, then IBM Cognos connection will route that request to IBM Cognos content store where you are define your report specifications, everything. From there, it routes your request to your query databases. From query database, you will fetch the data.
Okay.
Then it will come back again to your IBM Cognos connection.
Okay.
Okay, that is the flow, very high level kind of. Okay. Here you don't have any questions, right? And framework manager also.
No.
This is just an high level as it. We will discuss in detail. This is Cognos connection screenshot how it looks like.
Okay, it's a home page, is it?
Report output.
Okay.
The one which has created in Cognos. This one is just report how the report design looks like in Report Studio. Last one is administration. In the administration, what you can do is you can monitor whatever the what all users are running the report, what all the requests are executing, what all it is waiting, what request has been suspended, what has been upcoming activities that is going to come in. Upcoming activities in the sense, let's say you have scheduled some reports that going to run each and every 1 hour. Those activities will be shown in the upcoming activities. Like in the security, you can define what and all the user will have access to which group, all those things. In the configuration, what you can do is you can export this Cognos content to an archive file, which is called zip file, which will be generating in your deployment directory,
Okay.
so that you can
So
move
we
from
can
your.
create users here, is it, in administration?
No, we can't create the users in any Cognos tools. It does not support, because users creations will be done in LLAP or something, Sun Solaris, something where there you define the user, you define the security over here, which and all the users will have which group, which reports, all those kind of. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all about it. I'll explore something about how it looks like tool or everything. Okay, this is Cognos connection, which will have these options: my content, my home, my dashboards. Means let's say if you log in, these are the belongs to particular user. My content means.
Okay.
Okay, and my home means it will go to the there will be two tabs. One is public folder and my folder. My folder is again to specific to that user, whomever it is logged in.
Okay.
Okay, my dashboards means the same here. My IBM Cognos it is also same here, where you create some sort of contents over there. You saved it in your box. Okay. We mostly will be concentrating on this right side area, which will have this create my dashboards, author business reports, query my data, analyze my business, author advanced reports, and manage my events. Manage my events in the sense it is called Event Studio. Author advanced reports means it is Report Studio. Analyze my business means it is Analysis Studio. Query my data means Query Studio, and these are the two which has been added, renamed, and there are so many changes has been made in Cognos. Here everything are dependent on your package that you are going to publish it from Framework Manager. I'll show you. Okay, these are public folder as well as by folder. Once you publish metadata from Framework Manager, it creates a model package called any package. Let's say this is package. Blue color icon is there, right? This is called package. I can show you in the properties also. See, type is package. Okay. By using whichever this blue icon is there, we are going to create and publish it from the Framework Manager. This one will be used for generating reports in all studios, different studios. Without having this package, you can't do anything in the Report Studio or any studio. Okay. Okay. I'll run some reports. I'll show it to you. Okay. Total revenue by report, which already been generated. I'm just running some sample which was given by IBM. Now what it will be doing in the background, it is trying to retrieve the data from your report query database. Yeah, it is presented you the report. It's open in yeah.
So that's a report of total revenue, is it?
Yeah, it is the report which has been generated in any studio. It has been report output. Yeah, it is report output. If you I will show you how it has been designed in Report Studio also. I will open this report in Report Studio. And also you'll have kind of customization specific to region. Also you can do set as home page, and also you as a user they can change the specific language also. My preferences, you go to my preferences, you can change how you want to run the report and your time zone, all those things, how you want to run your report by default
Okay.
as specific to the users.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and also I'll show you this. Meanwhile, it is opening. I'll show you administration how it's. You are able to see my desktop, right? Yeah, these are the components which shows you current activities and past activities, upcoming activities. Past activities means in the afternoon, what I did was I imported these samples into my Cognos.
Okay.
That has been monitored over here. Security in the sense from where you import the users and assign it to some group, right? Here you can't create any users. Users can be imported from third party, from LDAP or Active Directory kind of thing.
Okay.
Here it will have only groups and all those things. Groups and roles.
Oh.
In the configuration, what you can do is you can define your data source connections from where you want to pull out the data, and the content administration means import export your content, Cognos content. Like if you are moving your Cognos content from development to production, you export your content to development deployment archive file and then import it into the production.
Okay.
Distribution list and contacts is used for a kind of emailing purpose. If you configure your email server in Cognos, you can do the same thing. Once your report is generated, you can send out an attachment to the user or as an
Yeah. Yeah.
What's happening? I said it to you, right? Framework manager where we create metadata models and publish it to the Cognos server. I'll show you which IBM uses called Great Outdoor Sales Package. This is the window which has around four major areas. One is the project viewer and is properties and also design pane. Okay. here what we do is in the data sources you will have different data sources from where you want to pull out your metadata like table definitions, view, all those things.
Okay.
Okay, in the first view, what you do is you import your table and you will join it based on your requirement. Here, I'll show you diagram. Each year they imported tables and joined definition from the database, how it looks like, how the tables has been joined. Then they are created on the top of it, they are created one more view called within the namespace. They have generated business view where they will define their own tables kind of thing. We will call it as query subjects, and they will define some modified joins between them so that we will have predictable results. Then once we are done with it, you take that metadata model and publish this, create and package and publish it to the Cognos server.
So we have to design that, or we have to grab those tables and.
No, let's say in real scenario, let's say if user has given one report, let's say if we want 5 columns in a report, what usually we do is you need to map those columns from where it is coming, right? First of all. Whether that column is calculated or it's lying down in the any source system. From there, what to do is, let's say these 5 columns resides in 4 tables. Then what to do is you import those 4 tables into the framework manager, join it to get the predictable results, or modify it based on your logic and whatever it may be. Then
okay, so we have to create our own logic, is it?
Yeah.
We have to create our own logic.
Yeah, you can create it, or in the sense when you are importing your tables into the framework manager, what it does is it will give you a couple of options how you want to join those tables based on the primary keys or based on the query subject names, query item names, column names, or index columns, or it will give you a couple of options how you want to import those joins also. You can import database joins into the framework manager.
Okay, so in our course, we're going to design that and do it for a small requirement.
Yeah, we'll do it actually. I'll show you how to import the tables and what will be the common errors while we are designing it. Those kind of things we'll discuss.
Okay.
I'll create new project. I'll try to import some tables and we'll generate reports based on it. We'll have some. You might have heard it when you are reading SQL. There will be some tables, right? Employee, department kind of thing tables. We'll try to use those tables and generate some sort of project over here, and we'll publish those project to your Cognos server. Then we'll try to run some reports over there.
Okay, yeah.
This is framework manager. Framework manager is an Windows-based tool where you are going to create a metadata model and then publish the Cognos server.
Okay.
I'll try to open reports for you. See here, when I try to open a studio, it is trying to ask you which package you want to open. See here, without that package, you can't open any studio. It's that you have basic logic about writing in SQL statements, right? Is that you there?
We're going to report studio, is it?
Yeah, it is not open. So that I ask you one question. Do you have very high level idea about writing in SQL statements like
Yeah.
joins, SQLs, all those things, right?
Yes.
Yeah, fine. I am trying to open an query studio over here. I just hope I'm trying to open it now. Okay, this is the query studio, and which will have different icons over there. I'll discuss. We'll go to step by step. We'll be discussing in the normal classes. What end users will do is normally they will drag and drop. Let's say if you want to see each product line and product type and products and their particular revenue, just what they will do is just they will drag and drop here. Normally it should work drag and drop. I think it's having some issues with my mouse.
Okay, that's the production line.
Okay, you just see it here. It is just you can drag and drop and create the report. It's getting data from database and displaying it for you. Let's see some measures I'll drag. Okay, you can do there are repetition values are there. You can do some sort of grouping. You can do this kind of formatting while you are designing the reports.
Okay.
Earlier, you've seen the data very generic flat file format, right? Where we need to format it in this way. Like, let's say, if your quantity is less than 1 billion or 1 lakh, you need to highlight with red color. Those kind of things needs to be in real time scenario.
Okay.
Designing Cognos reports to be list report, cast app, chart, map. In you know that, right? You'll have India map kind of thing. If you hover over it, let's say for Karnataka, how much we are generating revenue. If you hover it through some Maharashtra, it will show you how much revenue. Those kind of reports also we can generate if we have the map enabled over there.
Okay.
Kind of thing. Which point is have that revenue? Kind of thing. We need to have customized maps so that we can design it in reports.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Repeater table, active report, repeater table is also same kind of list report only, but it will have email labels kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Same kind of thing will get repeated over there, but it will have different values on the right side. Active
Okay.
reports is also kind of HTML report, but it will you can do filtering and sorting offline basis. Even if you are not connected to Cognos server also, you will do this kind of analytics in HTML page. Active reports. This is template means it just to design how your report looks like, where you want to put it, your company symbol, if you want to put your company logo at the bottom, and where you want to put page headers, all those things kind of thing. I will try to create an class tab report. Yeah. You see it here in the left side, you see the metadata which has been defined in the framework manager. This is metadata which has been defined in framework manager. By using that metadata only, we are going to generate the report. I am going to create it from sales, which I will take same thing, product line, and something called order method. Quantity, revenue, and gross profit. Just I dragged some columns and I'm trying to run the report in report Cognos viewer.
Okay.
Okay, you are able to see this is pivot table per goal equipment, per email, what is the quantity and revenue, as well as gross profit. These are the different values. You can format it revenue to currency format like dollars or something based on your whichever currency it is. gross profit, all those things. You can do formatting, all those things. As well as when you run the report, it supports different formats: HTML, Excel, CSV, PDF, anything. You can run your report in any format. And what you can do is you can save this report your let's say you can save this report to your Cognos connection. And you can schedule it so that it will run every 1 hour or 2 hours also. You can do that. I can show you that one also. Let's say if you want to schedule this report, total revenue by country, we have the icon over here, schedule it. How we want to schedule it, by week, by month, by
Okay.
what is your start date, what is your end date, and also what is your options, like what is in which format you want to run the report, and how you want to deliver it the report once successfully that report has been generated. These kind of options that you can get. That's also that I have it for demo. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Okay. So how long does it take to complete the course, this one?
No, it depends on how you take it. I can finish it off in 25 or 30 hours, or it may go up to 40 hours also. I just want to know how your comfortable level in vernacular, all those stuff, so that I can structure my course.
Okay.
No, basically, Cognos does not require any kind of very good level in vernacular. So you just need to know joinings and how the query will be generating, what is group by, what is where class. That's all. Very minimum thing. But here, nowhere you are going to write it down any queries over here.
SQL I'm a bit okay, but yeah, I'm not expert, but yeah, SQL I'm fine with it.
Okay. Then it won't take much time. That you can see it going forward. We will be knowing the things like how the reports to do all.
Okay.